problem, you have this option here. You can type StackBlitz, which with a kind of Visual Studio kind of online environment. You have as a code pen. I have seen both of them, but I found that it seems to me that StackBlitz is the most used for Angular. And for example, even the website of Angular material, which we are going to use on this course, they have part of the example already available in StackBlitz. The people from old Stack Overflow, that's the place where I discovered StackBlitz. They use it for making a case for them when they answer a question. It's quite easy if you can just like show the person the app working. Once you go to StackBlitz as an option for you not to have to install everything if you want to follow the course, and you do not have installed, or maybe you don't want to install. StackBlitz requires no installation. I mean, you just like open it. Here you have several options for installing for making your app. I have here even Node.js. I have to be totally honest, I'm not very familiar with this option. I wanted initially to record the whole course here on this app here online, but I found that there are a lot that I still don't know about this option. I just know that it works just fine. I have seen several examples online. I was able to figure out how to do a lot of stuff. Just out of the blue, I'm going to show you quickly how to use it for Angular. But you have as well order for JavaScript, you have Next.js. I have to be honest, I don't use one. TypeScript I like to use. Anyway, Node.js. But as you can see, it seems to me that it is a front-end based website. I mean, I see it a lot for Angular. People using it for Angular, people making a case use that. So you go here to Angular. Once you click start, it creates for you a project. Let's see, it's already an up and running project. Let's see, it was quite fast, quite quick. This is the basics. This is the minimum project, no installation, nothing at all you had to do. So far, the only drawback I found, which is unfortunately that's one of the idea of the course, one of the objectives of the course, is the fact that they in order for you to make a test. Like here you have your app run. Your app in run, your application up and running. For example, here you have the place that they name HTML. So here you have just for you to see how it works. So here you have I mean it's compiling here the application because you just open so a little bit slow, but generally it's quite fast. Generally, it does not take too much time. I don't know why it's taking this time now. Anyway, after it compiles, it's supposed to it appear here. So it stopped compiling. So it's quite fast now, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. No, it's quite fast. So it's a full Angular application. As I said, I wanted to use on the course, but I decided not to use because of the part of the test. Which it's possible, but you need to make some kind of trick that I was not very happy to. It does not seem to be too hard. You just have to change some stuff, but on desktop it's much faster. This point of test, when it shifts from test to the application, I'm going to show you. I'm more to be more precise and more familiar. I'm not saying it's hard, much like it's not, but I'm more familiar with desktop, so. I gave up the idea to use this on a course, but I strongly suggest that you do your app here if you do not want to install anything. It's very easy. For example, if you wanted to share, you go here, share. So you have the option to share your editor. You can share with me, so I can help you if you have any question, if you have any problem during the course. Because that can be a very nice option because I can easily help you. Another option, as I told you, it is live share. I'm going to show you a very fast live share is on desktop. Here I have the embedded. which means that you can put inside your website. I like these options, very nice. And here you have just the HTML, the most important one. I guess that's for you to make the deploy. Here you have this link here is the live, like your own website working. It can be a very nice option as well. Anyway, another option as well, I'm showing you this here because initially I wanted to use this app here on our course, but as I said, I gave up because I'm not strong familiar, but I hope to learn more about this app. But I think it's quite powerful. Here you can connect to GitHub. It's very easy to connect to GitHub. I'm not going to do that here because I already connected, but essentially when you click here and connect to repository, you need to be logged in your GitHub account. They're going to create for you, everything is automatic. It's very nice, it's very cool. Everything is automatic, it's fast. They are going to connect. They are going to connect with your GitHub page. It's a GitHub repository. They're going to create for you. They're going to create an option. It's going to appear for you here. The commit, everything is like a button, very easy to create. Here you can download the project. I think it was quite interesting. One big difference that if you want to use, you are going to face, because if you want to install a package, you have to install it here. You're going to see on the desktop you have to do it manually. Here is very nice because you already have this option. Another very interesting option as well that I found. I mean, I was like play around with that yesterday. Let me see if I can see here. This is Firebase. We are going to use Firebase on our course. So when we go to Firebase, we are going to use Firebase not for deploy. We are going to deploy on Git page. We are going to deploy on Heroku. But you can also deploy in Firebase. I have two accounts there, Minha.lab. Just this one, the test, as you can see, it makes for you deploy. It's quite fast, as you can see. So it's like I was quite surprised. It's like it's up, like your site is already online. So I don't know why it didn't work, but in general it works. I can tell you because it was quite fast. This time it didn't work, but I tested another time. It was pretty fast. I don't know why it didn't work, but I can tell you it was. I don't know. Maybe I forget something here. I don't know if maybe we need to make a deploy, because I did first for the GitHub the deploy, then I did a deploy here but it was fast when I did. I have to see which step I did, but it was quite fast, I can tell you. So it's in Firebase. We are going to use Firebase as a database to connect, so that's what I'm going to do. So I think that's all. So let me just teach you another thing as well. If you want to use this app here, the StackBlitz, remember again that I gave up because of the test, because I want to run test. I didn't find it was quite straightforward. I mean, it does not seem to be the end of the world, but it as well it requires a kind of pre-preparation that right now I want to start recording because I'm kind of motivated. So I don't know, when I'm motivated, I don't like to stop. So I like it to do. Another option is that if I'm use a pencil, a digital pencil, but I guess if I use a mouse, it's a right click or left click. I don't remember. Just have to try. You're supposed to see this one. You go to the folder where you want to create your component. On the course, we are going to create a component manually. I mean, not manually because you are going to use CLI, but compared to this one, it's manually. I mean, you're using the terminal. But here you just have to right click or left click. I don't know which one is yours. You're supposed to see this one here and have the Angular generator. So here you have all the options. Let's see, it's quite nice. I think I was surprised. You have the component, you have the guard, you have you are not going to use all of this. I mean, during the course, I guess you are going to use component, servers. You are not going to use directive. The model, I don't think that you're going to use. You're going to use the default, like the one for Angular. But you can create, if you want to do lazy layout or whatever, you can do. You are not going to use pipe. You are not going to use guard. Maybe interface. I mean, I'm not sure if I want to cover interface in class because this is part of my npm package that we are going to use during the course. But if I have time, if I feel that I should teach this how to make because if I feel like it, if I feel that the course not get too big, I can teach you as well how I deployed my npm package, how to publish on your own npm package, public package. In that specific case, I have used interface, I have used class. For sure, I'm not going to use enum. To be totally honest, that's something that I'm not used very much. I'm not remember any example myself. I have seen several times, but I have not used. So I guess that's it. I guess I taught you the basics of how to use Visual Code online using StackBlitz. That's very nice because it's already a Visual Studio Code up and running. As I told you, if you want to have help, because I'll make my best to leave some exercise, but I strongly suggest that you follow you already have a GitHub, but I would strongly suggest that you follow the course like step by step, so you can make sure that you are learning. And I guess let me see if I forgot something important. So just to summarize, I taught you how to use StackBlitz, which is an option for Visual Studio Code online. You don't have to install anything. You have to create an Angular project when you go there. You have several options, but you have to create Angular specifically. StackBlitz is going to create everything for you. The same basic app that you have on your desktop. Unfortunately, it's not clear to me why, but when you download that, you just have this source code here, src. It's not a complete for desktop. It's not a complete for desktop. So I guess you have to. I didn't do it yet, but I guess you have to create an application. Then you have just to replace the files. That's the idea I have. I didn't test it if it works, but here it's run. But if you try to run this here on desktop, it does not run. I don't know what's missing here, because I guess everything's here. Everything that you need to run in Angular applications here. You have the index, you have the package JSON. I don't know what's missing. Angular JSON that you need to make some modifications sometimes. Then I said that you can make the deploy to your GitHub page. It will be automatic, but you have sometimes you see some option here like to make commit, so it's like automatic. So it's very nice, because if you don't like GitHub, if you don't like I have a student, she hates the GitHub, so here you can do everything automatically. Like there is no need to make Git that, Git this. The only thing that I'm missing, I wasn't able to find that you cannot. I just found for JavaScript, but not from Angular. That you take a repository from a repository directly from GitHub and put here. I didn't find it. I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere here. If you find it, let me know. You can fork. Yeah, it means that if you find any StackBlitz, I have done that several times. If you do any of them, you can just make a fork, like you put in your environment. Here you just have to remember to have to be logged in. As that changes all the time. Now I can create a local project. As I said, I do not use it too much. So anyway, here you have your project. Another thing that we are going to teach you, that you have open in a new window, so it can be quite useful, because you have this big window here. So as you see, it's up and running. The same here. So they close for you, give you more space, and you can as well, if you want, you can just like do this. So you have a huge. So I say everything you need you have. I mean, it's amazing. I'm even thinking to use that in the future, but as I said, for now I'm not going to use it because of the fact that they have some difficulty. I mean, I found some. It's not very simple, straightforward to make tests, and I wanted to run tests on the application. And unfortunately, as I said, it's not directly. If you make the download here to run on your desktop, it's not direct. I mean, you have to make some modifications. I didn't test it, but it doesn't seem to be extremely difficult. So I guess, let me see if I forget something. I don't think that I think I said all I'm supposed to say. So on this video, I taught you how to use StackBlitz online.